Everyone shamed this man for proposing at KFC, but you won't believe what happened next. This is Hector Mkansi from South Africa. One day he proposed to his girlfriend and did so at KFC. Hector didn't have a lot of money, but he had lots of love, so his girlfriend said yes. But someone who saw this proposal posted photos on Twitter, and within hours they'd gone viral with everyone making fun of Hector, calling him broke and saying his girlfriend should have said no. But that's when KFC responded in an awesome way.
So nowadays relationships just aren't working out. To be fair, both parties play a huge role into this, right? We cannot just blame a specific gender because they both contribute to this. But in today's video though, we are gonna dial it down a little bit further. Like, I would actually argue that it takes one person to ruin a good thing, right? Just like how it takes one rotten apple to ruin all of them. So today's case, let's talk about women. Women are losing good men out there. And the reason being is because of how modern day dating is, how they are nowadays compared to how they were back in the days, right? I mean, if you guys are dealing with women now, you would understand all the headache that comes with it. You know how they move, you know how they are, right? It's almost like you're dealing with a whole different breed. This is the main reason why men nowadays want to become single. They want to remain single. They don't care about commitments or the ring, marriages. They don't care about that. They don't even want children to begin with, you know? So most of it has to do with women and how dating is in general. But anyway, so we got more reactions. So make sure to click the like button, subscribe, and let's go.
Beautiful, handsome, rich, light-skinned fellas like myself and like yourself.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it hard, bro? Like you I don't know if you have a lady, but like just traveling and doing, like being what you are as NBA star, you can't sneak around nowhere. You 6'10", like you're not sneaking nowhere.
Is it hard in what way?
Is it just hard that like your love life and all, like?
It's definitely hard. I think it depends what you want, because like some dudes, they want all the girls. They want to hit some in every city. You know, they're trying to get all the different girl in every city. So in that aspect, if I was trying to live that way, it wouldn't be hard. But I grew up in a household where I seen my dad be faithful to my mom. They had eight of us, you know, God-fearing household. So I believe in marriage. Like, I know that's a concept nowadays where dudes are just like, nah, I don't really know if I want to lock it down with but that's what I saw growing up. So I believe in that. So in that aspect, I think finding the right girl now is hard. Like, if I had met her in high school, it would have been cool. Like, a lot of these dudes marry their high school sweetheart, you know, Steph Curry, Giannis, LeBron. But nowadays, the way these females be acting, bro, I would say that's the hardest part, is to meet a girl nowadays and like trust her with that and give her that lifestyle.
Bro, these are athletes right there, bro. And you're hearing from them, bro. They're telling you how dating is, bro. You know what I mean? He's not wrong. And I don't blame him for sticking with his choice, right? Like most men, right? Most high-earning men, right? Especially who have their life all set off, right? They're like, whether athletes, singer, rapper, whatever, they know how dating is. So they're not gonna contribute and give it their all, right? They don't view it. They're not that delusional like how you would expect them to be. I get it. Some of them are, you know what I mean? They're still out here like trying to wife up girls from the streets, like PJ Washington. Like, we're not talking about you, just in case you're listening, but just saying, you know. But yeah, no, his version here, what he's telling you makes a whole lot of sense, right? They have to tread carefully because they can't just get caught slipping, man. They know how it is. They know how many women out there now, they're trying to climb up. They're looking for any means possible, right? How they're using men out here. They know how nasty it is, right? So, you know, good up on him for being knowledgeable about the whole female nature, female dynamic.
I'm so sorry. But you know what? Michael said, as soon as I step on American Soul, bitch, you ain't seeing me, Angela. I'm dip, bitch. Bye. I think it's taken about 10 years for Michael to come to the USA, you know. And within 2 months, my guy dipped. He was And you know what? I'm not even mad at it because Michael took so much shit from Angela, yeah? It was really bad. Like, I don't even begrudge him. Live your life, Michael. If you make it out, Live your life!
I think we want Michael to win. We want Michael to survive. We want Michael to make it out of this whole thing, right? Michael knew the end goal. You see, when he joined the 90-day fiance kind of thing, he wasn't really looking for love, you know? He was looking for a ticket to America. So now he got to America. The mission's accomplished, right? So, I mean, Michael's trying to live his own life, bro. He ain't trying to be married and cuffed up with Angela, you know? He doesn't want her in his life no more. But what can you do, Michael? This is what you signed up for, bro. Hope you make it out in the end.
Everyone shamed this man for proposing at KFC, but you won't believe what happened next. This is Hector Mkansi from South Africa. One day he proposed to his girlfriend and did so at KFC. Hector didn't have a lot of money, but he had lots of love, so his girlfriend said yes. But someone who saw this proposal posted photos on Twitter, and within hours they'd gone viral with everyone making fun of Hector, calling him broke and saying his girlfriend should have said no. But that's when KFC responded in an awesome way, asking people to help them find the couple so they could give them a gift. Then other companies began hopping on the trend. Puma gave the couple $500 worth of clothes. Audi then gave the couple a car. Huawei gave the couple 2 phones. McDonald's gave the couple an all-expenses-paid trip to Cape Town and tickets to a concert. Uber gifted the couple loads of free rides. And Standard Bank said they would clear all of the couple's loans. A supermarket gave them $1,000 of free groceries. And a jeweler even gave them a free wedding ring worth over $2,000. A spa gave them a free spa day, and a kitchen company gave them a free kitchen worth thousands of dollars. A private chef agreed to cook at their wedding for free, and an accountant gave them a year of free accounting. All of these gifts ended up being tens of thousands of dollars. So while people mocked this couple, they had the last.
Okay, hold up. I don't understand what's so funny about this. Yeah, sure, he's proposing at a fast food joint, but my man here, his love is more deeper than any settings. You got these men out here who are flying their women to all these expensive places and buying them all these expensive gifts and doing this whole charade, spending a lot of money to try and propose to women who either deny their request or they accept it to only cheat on them 2 months later, or the whole marriage never ends up working out. They end up breaking 30 days later. You know what I'm saying? You got men's out here doing too much for these women, and the love ain't even that deep like that from their side, right? So look at my guy here, right? He's in love with his woman. They're having their own little moment. They're at KFC, and look, the woman's actually proper because she doesn't care about anything else, right? She said yes at a KFC. Now look how she's being made fun of. All these other women are telling her you should have said no, blah blah blah, he's a bum, he's this. Bro, they get the last laugh now because look at it. They've gotten gifts from all these other brands, bro. They got tens of thousands of dollars worth of gifts, right? I mean, that's powerful, bro. This is true love right there, you know what I'm saying? And I hope they last for a long time, bro. Even though I'm saying these guys, they probably just came right from their home country, right? And they actually deeply care about each other, not just for materialistic, right? Nowadays, it's before you even propose to a woman, she wants to know how much is in your bank account. She wants to know how much are you prepared to drop for the wedding. How much is that ring going to cost? Because if you're saying a couple $1,000s, bro, she's saying no right off the rip, right? They want to see how much money you can spend on them. So look at this, this is a modest woman. She said yes. It's their own bubble, it's their own life. Why does everyone care about this? Why are they bashing them? What for? What are they getting out of it? And I bet you anything, it's probably these single women out here who they don't even have a man who's willing to propose to them like this.
God, please send me a man that I can spoil the out of. I'm trying to pay attention to your favorite snacks and always have them stocked whenever you come over. I'm trying to send you naughty little videos while you're at work. Please, I'm trying to surprise you with some of this when you get home. I'm trying to write little handwritten notes and hide them in your clothing for you to find later. I'm trying to book us a trip across the world together. I'm trying to show you my collection. I'm trying to remember every song you've ever mentioned you like and add it to a playlist and play it every time you're around. I'm trying to surprise you with a nice massage for no particular reason at all. I want to buy you flowers. Nobody buys you flowers. I know they don't.
Do girls like this even exist? I feel like this is just a face she's putting out, bro. I feel like she's capping, bro. The moment the guys start showing up, bro, she'll probably try for like a day or two, and then she'll be like, it's too much effort, you know? I'm the one who should be the princess, you know? I think a lot of guys would appreciate getting the princess treatment, you know what I'm saying? Like getting the actually prince treatment, you know? Not a lot of women out there who are like what she's specifying right here, what she wants to do to a man. Like not a lot of women will actually do that. So I mean, is she just talking to talk, or is she actually for real? But you know, I sign up to be a tribute, you know. I'll be the first one she can try it on.
What did you want to ask the group?
Have you guys ever been in a position where one of your friends, you meet their girlfriend, their significant other, could be a girl or your homegirl, and you meet their man or whatever, and you just, something about it, you just don't trust it. You just don't trust that person. Maybe it's your intuition. Have you guys ever been in that position?
I think it depends on the friend, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say something. Amari knows.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the friend that if your partner does one thing wrong, drop him. Drop her.
Look, I got to wait for some clear evidence of something like maybe like, you know, fishy going on before I start. Because I got to be able to point to something.
I don't need no evidence.
Vibes?
Vibes don't lie. Because here's my thing is, when you're in it, you're always going to find a reason for it not to be true. That's you. So let me tell you, energy's off. I don't know what it is about them. But depending on the energy, I'll ask follow-ups.
You know, I think for the most of us, we have already been at that position. You see, the thing is, whenever your friend brings their partner around, you know, fiance, whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, new wife, new bae, new fling, you name it. Whenever they bring them around, and if the vibe does not click, and you let them know, all of a sudden they're gonna think like you're trying to ruin a good thing they have going on. They're gonna think you're jealous. You know, they're not even gonna take that as an appreciation. They're just gonna consider you a hater. So for the most part, what I do nowadays is I don't say nothing. You know what I mean? Even if that's my best friend, I don't say nothing, you know, because I want you to go through the experience and you can learn for yourself. Because if I say something, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden I'm the hater. All of a sudden, you know, I'm the one who's spoiling the mood, you know. So I'm like, you know what, do your thing. Of course, you know, if she ends up being proper for you, that's perfect. I was wrong. Good thing I didn't voice my opinion. You can continue on living your life. But guess what? If she ends up being vice versa and your life goes down to shit, perfect. Now you can learn from that too. It's a good thing I didn't say anything too, because all of a sudden it would have been my fault, you know. Because nowadays, when you open your mouth, people don't appreciate that. When you tell them the truth, all of a sudden you're a hater. It's not until they go through it and they realize like, oh damn, I wish you had told me this sooner. But guess what? If you had said it sooner, you all wouldn't be fighting. You know, your friendship would be on the line because of that. So I mean, to each their own, you know. I just let people experience their own problems, their own relationships, you know.
One day, this guy Tim, he goes on a game show and he says this.
What's the biggest mistake you made at your wedding? Honey, I love you, but said I do.
3 years later, after this episode airs, his wife is found unalive. And this video of Tim suddenly starts trending. Why? So Tim is actually married to this woman, Becky. And they've been married 11 years and they got a couple of kids. But one day he goes on Family Feud and he makes a joke about hating his wife. And everyone laughs and people dismiss it as typical boomer humor. But maybe it wasn't, because about a year after the game show, Tim and Becky start the process of getting a divorce. I guess they had been fighting a lot and now they can't stand each other. So Tim moves into a house about a mile away. And now they're separated, but they're still fighting. A lot. Like fighting over custody, fighting over money, fighting over the house. He files a protective order against her for stalking and harassing. It gets denied by a judge. She files a protective order against him. It gets denied by a judge. So finally, a judge orders just for Tim and Becky to stay away from each other unless they're dropping off the kids. A judge also orders Tim to return a 9mm pew-pew that actually belongs to Becky. And that pew-pew will become important later. Now during this time, Becky starts dating someone new, who we'll call New Guy. And things seem to be going okay with New Guy. They're getting along well. They even have a little romantic evening at her house on Valentine's Day. So she's trying her best to move on. Regardless, about a week before Tim and Becky's actual divorce hearing, Tim finally snaps. Now it's a normal night and the kids are at Tim's house, but they're asleep. So Tim gets Becky's 9mm pew-pew and he sneaks out of his house while the kids are still sleeping. And he gets a blue bicycle he has, one that has no reflectors on it so no one will spot it. And he discreetly pedals all the way to Becky's house. Then he climbs up the side of her house to her upstairs window and he pries it open and he creeps inside. Then he makes his his way over to Becky's room, and boom, he kicks the door down. And Becky wakes up, and she panics, and she grabs her phone, and she runs into the bathroom, and she tries to dial 911. And then she turns around to shut the door, and blam! Tim shoots her, knocking the phone out of her hand before she could complete her dial. Then he shoots her 13 more times. Then he leaves. He doesn't steal anything, he doesn't mess anything up, he just leaves. And unfortunately, Becky's father finds her the next day, and she doesn't make it. And of course, police look into this, and immediately Tim is their #1 suspect. But he has an alibi. He's like, nah, I was watching my kids that night. But police are not buying it. They get a search warrant, and they search his computer, and they find a bunch of stuff. They find that he set up a fake Facebook account recently to look at bikes for sale, specifically bikes without reflectors. Then they search the area around his house, and they find that someone ditched a blue bike, one without reflectors. They also go through his search history and they find that he Googled things like how to make a homemade pistol silencer and how to clean gunpowder off your hands. You know, stuff that murderers search for. They also find that on Valentine's night, the night Becky was at home with her new guy, Tim had Googled new guy's license plate number and car VIN number over 200 times. I guess he had seen new guy's car there and he was trying to figure out who this person is who was doing his ex-wife. Police also find shell casings connected to the murder weapon and just a bunch of stuff.
That's crazy, bro. The fact that he went on national television and he made just a joke like that on the undertone, right? Like nobody really suspected anything of it. They all just laughed. But then, yo, a couple years later, he actually does something about it. Like he actually offs his own wife, bro. That's ridiculous, man. You know, I think this is the point where you have some people who are just driven off the rails. You know, they're seeking help, but people are thinking it's a joke. Like, you know, when he was voicing it out there at that whatever television, I think it was a part of it was truth, part of it was like a joke, you know what I'm saying? But he's somehow somewhat reaching out for help, you know. But then guess what? It goes down the road, it escalates, and then he takes it a little bit too far. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I could say, man, these women do drive men off the rails, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. And at the same time, I mean, I don't know the situation further, like he could have mental illness, but I mean, let me tell you, boy, you see how women be driving men to this point right here, bro. You just lose your mind and you end up doing the unspoken, you know. It's crazy, bro.
I was giving this girl money every single fucking month, and I'm talking thousands and thousands of dollars. I never put it out there because I told her, like, you know what, Jasmine, like, I'll take care of you low key. You don't need to look like a, you know, you don't need to look like a fucking whatever. Like, I'll take care of you. I'll cover your bills and all that. And you don't got to let nobody know. You don't even have to let your mom know. You don't have to tell nobody. Giving this girl thousands of dollars. And I didn't mind doing it. I didn't mind if she was the one for me. But now that I find out that she was cheating on me, yeah, let's put it out there. I was paying her thousands of fucking dollars every month like a salary. And she still fucking did this to me, bro. While living in my house under my roof, rent fucking free. Never paid for shit. Food never paid for. This never paid for. That never paid for. Nails, hair, gas. I never let her fucking pay for her own gas. And getting paid like a salary on top of that.
Remember, guys, on the last video, one of the video, I did say this, right? The type of men who are giving the women the princess treatment and giving them everything the woman could ever desire are the ones who end up getting treated like shit. They either get cheated on or whatever, you know, the relationship never ends up working out, blah, blah, blah. They always end up getting the short end of the stick. And they put in the most work, right? The men who put in the most work, they don't get the results like they should. Like, yo, he's paying for her lifestyle. He's paying all the bills, giving her money on top of it, spending money, bro, spoiling her like this. And she went out and still cheated with her ex, bro. What more could he have done? You tell me what more, you know? And you guys are all so shocked, like, oh, and women are all out here like, we deserve princess treatment, men are shit, men are this, men are that. But look, when you guys get the princess treatment, this is how you reward the men in the end. This is the payback, eh? Damn.
Wait, just going to the club? Are you going to the club so I can go? I'm going out tonight. Okay, I'm going on a date tonight. Thank you very much.
A date? Okay, don't do that.
Okay, don't go to the club.
Chad, what the fuck? A date and then going to the club is not the same shit.
Okay, last time you went to a club, you took a picture with a girl. Last time you went out to eat, you asked who the pink girl was, and then you liked her story.
Whoa, who liked whose story?
I saw it, don't worry.
Well, I liked her story because it was a picture with me and her.
No, it was not, sir. Now we're lying, huh?
You're weird as fuck. Oh God, bro. Deadass, where you going tonight, bro? Deadass.
I'm going with my friend, like deadass.
Can I go, babe?
Sure.
Because you're supposed to come next week, so I don't want to be in an argument with
Oh
you.
my God. If you want to go, go. If you want your wife to go on a date, then go to the club.
Ew, that's fucking ew.
Ew, you.
That's ew.
Yo, first of all, man, I gotta say, yo, when your wife is trying to bargain, or your girlfriend or your partner is trying to bargain with you like this, off the rip, that's a red flag, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because now it means you can't do anything without them trying to bargain. You know what I mean? Trying to, I don't know if bargain is the right word to use, but they are basically they're trying to have the upper hand here. You know, everything is on their terms. Right now, she's making the terms, right? If he's gonna go to the club, she's gonna go on a date, right? So this is to prevent him from going to the club. So he can't do anything he wants. Now, pretty soon, okay, first of all, it might start off as a club. Second of all, it could start off as something else, right? Something simple. You know, at first they make it seem like it's valid. Like, oh, okay, you hear club and you hear, okay, yeah, that's not a good place where a man in a relationship should go. But then after a while, it's going to end up being even the smallest, tiniest little thing. For example, if you go to your friend's house, I'm going to go to my friend's house where she has brothers who like me, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always going to try to hold things over your head, right? To prevent you from making decisions or to do whatever you want to do. So whenever you're in that situation and they're trying to have power or control over you, and they're trying to do manipulation like this, just best end the relationship. That's it. End it. Because you're going to struggle and you're going to suffer through it all. Trust me, mark my words.
Hey, excuse me.
I'm sorry. No, I'm actually in a relationship.
Congrats. Cool. Could you pass me the gin right behind you, please?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought, yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I get hit on by black men a lot.
Or?
Yeah, I lived in Los Angeles for like a minute. Black guys love Asian women, so.
You know, it seems like a good cultural exchange, actually. You know, you guys love hip hop, you like anime.
Yes.
It's like a cool transference.
That's so true. I'm MK.
Darius.
No, you're funny, Darius. So nice to meet you.
Yo, man, heard what that woman said. That's fucked up.
That? I mean, that's lightweight.
Oh, nah. Bruv, don't worry. I got you.
It's a nice party.
Yeah, man.
Your hairline's intense, bro. That's intense.
Yeah, man. I'm losing my hair, but I'm afraid it won't look like if I shave it all off. Maybe I got the juice to pull it off. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like that's more easily pulled off by white men that are just soon to be dangerous, right? Like Jason Statham, Bruce Willis, The Rock. Same reason why black dudes can do it as well. But I feel like the best hope for you is probably like Moby. But you know,
everyone hates Moby.
Yeah, it's true,
man.
Yeah.
Is this the guy?
Man, we heard what that woman said to you.
What do you mean?
Hey, I have to tell him about the racism, man. I got you.
Oh.
I got you. Honestly, it's the most fucked up thing. It's like some real 12 years of slave shit.
Oh my God.
What?
She's like, all lives matter. That's the problem.
I'm not okay. I don't know how you're okay.
Wait, I mean, it didn't go down like that. It was not that big a deal. Why is she crying?
I mean, I've never met this girl, but she's definitely a cunt.
Yo, Darius, I just went to meet my fiance.
That's her, man. What are you coming back in here for, being all racist?
Wow, that's ridiculous how she just jumped. Like, she just jumped off the bat and she decided to declare her relationship. Like, nobody asked you about your relationship. She didn't even wait for my man to finish asking what he was gonna ask, right? Which was to get the gin. behind her. All of a sudden she's declaring, I'm in a relationship, blah blah blah. Like, nobody asks you that. And for the most cases nowadays, when you guys approach women out there, right, you see some girl who's cute, whatever, you want to talk to her, you want to take her out, this is how they act. Oh, I'm already in a relationship. Like, before you even say what you want to say. Sometimes it's like, maybe you want to ask the time, you don't even really care, you don't really want to date her. Maybe she's ugly for you, bro, but they're so entitled in a way that they want to proclaim that they're in a relationship before they even hear what you have to say. You know, that's what's so annoying nowadays, you know what I mean? Like, these women are so entitled to the point that they get so much attention and they're getting asked out constantly that they feel like every man that approaches them wants something to do with them. Like, you know, like, no, man, sometimes they just want to ask you the time. They just want to ask you directions. They don't really care. They don't want to date you. They don't really find you attractive. But you guys are so full of your head, you think, oh, he wants you. No, it doesn't. So, I mean, at the end of this, I mean, I get it. This scene was kind of far too stretched. All this, one person just basically blew this out of proportion and sold a bunch of people. And at the end, they were all, you know, condemning her. But at the end, she had it coming. You know, at the end, she had it coming for sure. Because that was rude of her. 100%. You didn't even hear what he had to say. You could have at least listen. Even if you have a boyfriend, listen to the whole thing of what he has to say. And then at the end, if he wants to take you out on a date, you can say, I have a boyfriend. That's all in your term. Fine. Then be it. But to just quickly jump the gun and just say, I have a boyfriend when he didn't even ask. He didn't even make it clear that he wants to take you out. Like, what kind of nonsense? Right?
Did you and Fanita fuck after y'all's podcast?
Yeah, of course.
I knew it.
Do you want to see the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe in watching sex tapes without both people's consent. And I feel really bad.
So adult. The lights were off, so you can only see me.
Oh, that's fucked up. You can't say shit like that.
She was smiling. You know she was there.
No,
it's fine.
this is fucked up.
Oh my God.
This is fucked up.
What? Okay, Fanita would have liked that joke.
I know.
So why don't you chill, all right? That's my baby girl.
I thought I was your baby girl.
Oh, I see what your kink is.
What's my kink?
You like the chase.
I like the chase?
Yeah.
I do love the chase.
Oh, I've got it. Nailed it. Alyssa, you look so good today. He's trying to make you jealous.
Oh, no, I don't have this one.
What?
I don't have this kink.
Oh.
The jealous one?
Oh, then you look ugly today, Alyssa.
Okay.
You don't gotta put her down. What do you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything.
I want to get you to a place where you have to change pants while you're here, okay?
Okay, it won't happen at all.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Stop with the
man. You know what? I love how honest he was with this. If that was the case or not, but like, he stick to who he is. A lot of men over there would actually think 10 times before answering the question. You know, they would lie, they would say maybe it didn't happen, or they would take it the other route, right, where they would say it happened when it didn't happen, right? So, I mean, it's always hit or miss, but I mean, I like how he kept it honest and he has nothing to lose, you know? He's unapologetically himself, right? You can see she's somewhat kind of jealous. Like, why would you ask if they did? And at the end of the day, it's like, you know, he's asking if you want to see the tape. You say, no, I don't believe in watching tapes where people don't consent. Like, why are you even asking that question to begin with, you know? Unless you're somewhat of jealous, or, you know, it can't be just because you're curious, because you could have just asked him. You could have asked that girl, actually. Why do you have to ask him? I think she has something for this guy right here. Something, slightly, you know? So, I mean, it's nice. I mean, this guy, the good thing about him is he acts as masculine as he should be, right? He's not apologetic about being himself. So at the end of the day, I guess that comes with clout, right? He has a lot of clout. So I mean, clout comes with confidence, you know? The two go hand in hand. And that's where his source of confidence is coming from. But that's how every man should be, man. You shouldn't be apologetic about anything you do. You're a man at the end of the day. You should embrace that.
One night, everything's quiet and everyone in this house is asleep. And this guy, he gets a hammer and he goes over to his friend's bed where she's sleeping and he swings it down on her as hard as he can. Now, the guy's name is Sam. He's 20. He actually goes by the name Psycho Sam because he's an aspiring rapper in the horrorcore genre. Horrorcore is, of course, a subgenre of rap that Sucks. Anyway, one day, Sam, he meets this girl online, and her name's Emma. Now, Emma is only 16, but she's super into horrorcore, and she likes Sam's raps, and he seems pretty cool, and eventually they start dating. But, unfortunately, they live on opposite sides of the country, so their whole relationship is online. Now, these two online date for about a year, and things are going well. They're really into each other, he's saying, I love you, it's adorable. Then one day, they finally see an opportunity to meet up in person. There's a horrorcore festival happening a few states away from Emma that they can meet up and go to. So boom, it's on, and Sam flies all the way from California to Virginia where Emma lives to meet her. And when he gets there, he gets off the plane and he sees her, and she's beautiful, she's got cool pink hair. I mean, these two are about to have a great time. No, they're not, because the moment Emma sees Sam, she's very disappointed. But he's really different from his photos. He isn't actually this cool, badass horrorcore rap guy. In reality, he's really shy and kind of immature, and honestly, she just doesn't find him very good looking. And she's polite and everything, but poor Sam. He knows she's disappointed. He can see it on her face. Regardless, from there, they go and they meet up with Emma's friend, who we'll call Sidekick. And then all three of them get ready to go to the show. Then Emma's mom and Emma's dad, who we'll just call Emma's mom and Emma's dad, they drive the three of them out to this horrorcore music festival. So they get to the festival, and the music's good, and a lot of their online friends are there, and Sam wants to spend time with Emma, but still, Emma's not really feeling him. And this is upsetting for Sam, and it's not long before they get into a fight. And I guess this fight is really bad, because Emma ends up breaking it off with Sam. And this just destroys him. He's devastated. So eventually the concert ends, and Emma's mom and dad drive them to Emma's mom's house. Then Emma's dad leaves, because they don't actually live together. Emma's mom and dad are divorced. So now you got Sam, Emma, Sidekick, and Emma's mom all in this house. And Sam plans to stay a few more days, and then he's gonna fly back home. But, quietly, Sam has been stewing this whole time. So they all go to bed, and they're in separate rooms. And Sam, he's just lying there, and he's pissed off. I mean, he loves this girl, and now she wants nothing to do with him. And later, around 3 a.m., he's still up, and everyone else is asleep. And he gets up, and he searches the house, and he finds a ball-peen hammer. And then he creeps over to the couch where Sidekick is sleeping. He's so angry about the whole situation, he swings the hammer down on her, and it unalives her instantly, before she can even wake up. Then he goes upstairs where Emma's mom is sleeping, and he does the same thing to her. And finally, he creeps over into Emma's room, and she's there sleeping peacefully, and he does the same thing to her. Then, a few days go by, and Sam is still there in the house with the bodies. Now, Sidekick's mom, who we'll just call Sidekick's mom, she hasn't been able to get a hold of Sidekick for a few days, and she's getting worried. So she calls police to go over there to do a welfare check on her. Then police show up to Emma's house, and they knock, and Sam answers the door. But officers, I guess, don't see or smell anything wrong. So they just ask him a few questions, and then they leave. But Sidekick's mom is not satisfied with this. She knows something's wrong. So she calls Emma's dad, and she asks him to go over there and check. And Emma's dad's like, sure, I'll go over there and check on him. So Emma's dad drives all the way over to his ex-wife's house, and then he walks in the front door, and he doesn't see anything wrong. It's super quiet. Then suddenly, Sam sneaks up behind him with the hammer, and pow! Right in the back of the head. And of course, Emma's dad doesn't survive that attack. Then Sam grabs Emma's dad's car keys, and he steals his car and he drives it to the airport. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this happened, but on his way to the airport, somehow, Sam veers off the road and gets the car stuck in a ditch. So then a police officer and a tow truck driver show up to tow him. And the officer writes him a ticket for crashing his car in the ditch, but whatever. The tow truck driver ends up giving him a ride to the airport. Meanwhile, Sidekick's mom is still at home, and she's still freaking out. Because now she hasn't heard from Emma's dad in a while, so she calls the police again. And police are like, fine, we'll go over there again. And police go back to Emma's house to do a second welfare check, and they get there, and this time it immediately smells like bodies. So immediately police call this in, like, okay, we're looking for this psycho Sam guy. And the officer who wrote Sam the ticket for crashing the car in the ditch is like, hey, I think I just wrote that guy a ticket for crashing his car in the ditch. So police rush to the airport, and they find Sam there, sleeping in the terminal, waiting for his flight. So they arrest him, here's his mugshot, and then Sam goes to trial, he pleads guilty, and he gets life.
Bro, this guy's insane, man. And this is what I mean, like, women out here, bro, they be talking to dudes like this. It's like, at the end of the day, whatever comes their way, it's like, didn't you see the red flags or not? Right off the bat, this girl was not interested in this dude, but why did she still continue to hang out with him, right? If she saw, oh, he's not for me or whatever, why not just go your own separate path? Why not just break it off? But instead, you have him staying over at your parents' house, and you were also staying there, and oh my God, and also your parents They are housing him. I mean, your mom, she's housing him. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, they all didn't deserve what happened to them. But at the end of the day, man, it's insane, bro. Right? Because, I mean, some red flags are just there, but people tend to miss it. Like, this woman should have known that this is not the same man you are talking to online. And that's why sometimes meeting people online, it's a hit or miss, right? You should always be meeting people face to face if you can, because meeting them online is like, there's a reason why they're online. Some of them are like socially unaware, socially uncalibrated, and there's a reason why they're single as well, right? I mean, we get it. On the other hand of the spectrum, some are busy, you know, they don't have time to go dating, you know, they don't have time to meet people, they're always working. But at the end of the day, it's like, you meet a dude like this at the airport who looks like this, it's like, damn, I mean, I'm sure you got bad vibes off the bat, right? That's crazy. The funny thing is, like, all these police, they went over, they checked, and they didn't even do their job, bro. So what were the cops doing? Getting paid to do what? Literally. And one of them literally wrote him a ticket in a car that he's driving that is not even his. Didn't even bother to run the license plate number. Nothing. Jesus, bro.
I've seen an interview on TikTok. She asking you a question.
How important is it for your women? I'm stuttering. How important is it for your woman to contribute income to your household?
0. None. Doesn't matter.
Not at all?
None.
Do you feel it?
What do you mean?
The connection?
You know, that's funny. So we've only met a couple times before that interview.
Okay.
And that was really like a random interview that she did. It was like the first time we were ever seen in a video together. And then here we are, married 2 years. You know, I married my best friend. It's one of those things like when I seen her for the first time, I knew right away she was the one. I made sure that I was totally prepared before I went to her house and asked her to talk to her dad. I made sure I had everything lined up that I possibly run through. You know, she's a big supporter. She's just like, yo, you can do it. Whatever it is, you can do it. She's there. And then, you know, we bounce off each other. I help her. She helps me. It's just an amazing relationship.
Yo, that's awesome. I'm glad that worked out for you, you know, but I can't help but think that the reason why she ended up falling for you was because of your answer when she asked you about how important it is for a woman to contribute financially, right? And you said it's not. So, I mean, of course, that's a girl's dream, right? When a woman hears this, that it doesn't matter if she has money or not, all of a sudden, it's like, because a lot of women want to be spoiled, bro. Right? So if you take the initiative as a man to spoil her and you literally tell her you're going to spoil her and money is not an issue to you, it's like, bro, all the women are going to melt like butter. And on top of that, if you have your finances straight, you're good, man. You're good to go. From what I understand, you have a couple businesses, you're a multi-millionaire. So, I mean, what's there not to like? You know what I mean? So it's obviously, we can see why she said yes and why you guys are married. I mean, duh. It's no surprise. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's the video. If you liked it, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. Boy PAPI. Peace.